Don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Protections take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, Sahut.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play call right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
This is 2nd and 8.
Hey, go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in for the sack.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Oh, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Hey, run.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. And Lawrence going to smartly hook the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Here's Lawrence. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run in the NFL.
One thing you do know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Now a 2nd and 10. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down carry for Barkley. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the... There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tajay Spears with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
To throw is Shuck. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Throwing, Shuck. Outright to Smith-Njigba. Down the right sideline. He may go. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
11.
Now Lawrence. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Lisa 24. Hey, Ginger, attack.
Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That's complete to Parker Washington. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Red on red. 13. Son.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
It's a 10-yard ball.
Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
At the 36.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 8.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, easy route, Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
Spears is in. Touchdown, Bengals. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They go play action here with Shuck. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for this sack.
Third down. Third and 14.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Again at 7 yards.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
That's good.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Gives to Laporta, right side. And he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Shuck. And Wilson with it, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Wilson, 36 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after here coming up. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
4th down, here's Lawrence.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
All right, let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Zach Bond, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, Soko, hot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Tajay Spears
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
They'll throw now on the final play.
And that one behind his receiver and incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really...
Touchdown, Chicago! Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
No problem there on the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, son, son. Here we go, son.
And here's a give to Spears.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Son.
And Spears with another carry.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Second down and 8.
11.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and
Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Got his man, it's Warren.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And
he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bears 28. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Barkley, inside handoff. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 22. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
First down, Bears.
Play action. Shuck. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And he's got Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Chicago! Jackson Smith-Njigba. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point.
And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Washington now brings this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. 93 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now Lawrence. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down to the 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Parker Washington,
63 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The first half, we were treated to a lot of points. So far in the second half, we've seen more of the same.
And if you play on offense, this is your kind of game. You've accumulated a whole lot of points, statistics, feeling great about things. Makes me wonder, though, halftime, defensive coordinators, defensive coaches.
Maybe nobody was listening.
Adjustments. Tell you what, you hear this sound? That's the sound of the game plan on defense for both sides. Just tear it up and throw it out. They haven't figured out anything.
Oh, they shredded it. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. First carry for James Conner. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
A gain of 6. And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run behind center with Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing, Shuck. Caught by Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
Bears, 1st down. Let's go. A gain of 12. 1st down.
To throw is Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Conner up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Ian Thomas from 3 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hey, Lions!
Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. It's brought in by Wilson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Shuck. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And it follows blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Lisa 24. Here we go, Sahan.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Parker Washington, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 56, Bears 42.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. He's got Connor.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Shuck now to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now they'll audible to something else. From the gun, Shuck.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw now, Shuck. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's counter.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. To the air again. Here's Shuck.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Through the middle of the field.
And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. Elliott now to have the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
63. Bears 42.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Shuck. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.